Let us now do the data cleansing on the car data set. So let us see the data first. This is my car data frame. So the very first step in the data cleansing activity is to identify the missing value. So for the missing value, we will use is null. So if it is false, so there is no missing value, and if it is true, it means there is a missing value. So far I cannot see any true values here, but let us see the summary. Okay, now this gives the column wise missing value. So I have here all the column, and in all the column the value are 0. It means there is no missing value. So let us find out with is null dot any. So this is also false here. So car is any. Let us see row wise if there is any missing value. So what we will do here, we'll put any and axis is equal to 1. If axis is equal to 1, it means it's a row wise. So even row wise everything is false, it means row wise also there is no missing value. So basically these are the standard steps which you need to do in every data set, with every data set. So you have to identify what are the missing value column wise, then identify what are the missing value row wise, and accordingly as per the business decision you have to treat the missing value. So far in our data frame there is no missing value. Let us revisit the data frame again. So here I have a car name. So what I want to do is that now here it shows the company name and it shows the make it shows the model of the car, like Audi 100 LS, Audi 100 LS. So what I want to do, I want to extract the actual car name, the actual company name from the car name, because the company name is also one of the factor to determine the price of the car. Now to extract, if you see the format here, let's see Chevrolet Impala. So Chevrolet and then Impala. So there is a dash, there is a space between these two. So we can use a split function to split Chevrolet and Impala, and then Chevrolet will be my company name of the car. So for this I'm going to use the split function, and then I'm going to use the lambda to apply on each column, each value of the car name. So I will define a new column here, company name equal to cars. So car name is my column. Apply, I'm going to use a lambda function, lambda x colon x dot split. Since we want to split over the space, so just give the space here, and then I want to start from the first value. Execute. So it has been executed successfully. So let us see the car. So on my last column you can see the name of the company here, company name. So let us group by the company, cars, company name as type, category, and then value underscore counts. The spelling error, I think. Okay, now these are the number of cars against each company. Now if you see here, the Toyota and the Toyota, the spelling is wrong, this spelling is wrong, so we have to replace this Toyota with the correct spelling. Same way you can see Volkswagen, then Volkswagen, the spelling is also here is wrong here, if you see here, so we have to change it. Even we have VW is also Volkswagen. So you have to standardize the spelling name. If you don't change the spelling name, so it will not give the correct business result, because the data frame will treat these two different company. Now to do that, we are going to use LOC function. Let's see, cars LOC. You can also use here if else if condition here also, but then if else if will be quite long, so the easier way is to do with the help of LOC. So what I'm going to do, company name, so equal to, let's say, Toyota, if it is equal to Toyota, I want to put the correct spelling. And if it is not Toyota, it should be still be company name. So let us see my output. I can re-execute the same code here, and there should be not be any Toyota here. So now my Toyota count is 32, and there is no wrong spelled Toyota. Same way you can repeat this one over other car model. You can simply copy paste it here and change the model of the car. Let me change Porsche. The Porsche spelling is wrong here, so we just put the Porsche, and then correct spelling is this one. If you look closely, here we have PORC, and then here we have PORS. So I'll just replace it, and then I will re-execute this one to find out if there are any more than one Porsche. So I have one Porsche here, and there is none other Porsche. So once you have replaced all the misspelled spelling, then what we can do, we can drop the car name, because this is no more useful, and we already have the company name of the car at the last column. So we'll simply drop this one. Now to drop, I can use a drop function. So I'm going to have a new data frame, cars. So dropping the car name, and axis equal to 1. So I have a new data frame. Remember that whenever you are dropping any column or deleting any row, you have to always have a backup. So what I have done here, I am dropping this one from the car data frame, and then I am storing in the cars_1. So I still have my original column in cars data frame, and cars_1 will not have any car name. You can see here, and you can also query back the original data frame